Welcome to the game where you are the detective and the players are the victims. This is POV Tabletop, Death on Lake Eerier, the serial where you must solve the murders. I'm your game master, AJ Canfield, and today my doomed player is Genesis Alonso. Genesis, thank you for joining.
I'm so happy to be here.
And let's get into it. Good luck sleuthing today. This is case file 002, Mera, Camille, Luna. On Monday, you slept in super late. As you often do. Your job is, in the winter, not many people come to bait in boats, and so you can kind of get there whenever, and as long as you leave sort of a piece of paper on the door that says when you'll be back. So yesterday, you knew you might not want to come in on Monday, so you left a note that said, I might come in tomorrow, and you put a date on it so people knew that you wrote that on Sunday and that you may or may not come in on Monday. So you don't even set an alarm. You're just gonna wake up. It's cold. Monday was a cold day. When you did wake up late, you had a text from your best friend Hattie, who lives right down the hall, or in the apartments. She lives like an apartment or two over. You got a text from her that said something along the lines of, I have the day off, we should hang out today. Which was weird because Hattie never has the day off. She's always there. Alan's all-day pizza is open from 7 in the morning to 7 p.m. Mm-hmm. Hattie's always there. She's always on time. Okay. But she got the day off for some reason. And so she texted you and said we should hang out. But you woke up super late. And by that point, I don't even know if you saw the text for a while because you were just enjoying your day. You didn't want to go out. It was maybe you watched TV, maybe you did, I don't know, whatever. You just were chill day, and you're not a big phone person anyway. And so you just kind of didn't even notice that text until later in the day. You got a bunch more texts from Hattie that said, something weird is, I need to catch you up. And something weird is going on with the lighthouse. And some records, and she said it could be like when we were kids, we could play detective. There's something weird about the lighthouse. And you even saw, I think when those texts came through, you were about to make dinner. Mm-hmm. And so you didn't even look at, you were just enjoying a day off basically. When you do get to that text, you see that she's texted you 4 times. Mm-hmm. What do you text back?
I say, where are you?
Okay.
Let's figure this out now.
Okay. Yeah. You text her back. Where are you? Let's figure this out now. And you don't get a response. You don't get a response.
Okay.
So
I go knock on her apartment.
Okay. Great. You go knock on her apartment, and she's not there. Her door's locked. No one comes to the door.
Okay. I check her location on my phone because we share locations because we're best friends.
I think it's possible that you turned that on and didn't tell her. Because she has not thought to look at your location at any point. So I think that is definitely something that's on, and you're like, oh yeah, I did that on a whim just mm-hmm. because I didn't want, just because she's my best friend. Mm-hmm. And you check her location, and I'm gonna have you do the first roll of the game, which is going to be, I think this is going to be a grit roll. And you can roll your hunch die with this because you're why did my friend send me a weird text? So you can do that and roll those together and add them up and tell me what you get.
5.
5? Okay. So it's different from D&D a little bit, mm-hmm. is low numbers are not as bad in this game. Okay. Because the difficulty is set lower because you can get such low rolls. So a 5 is not terrible.
Great.
It's not like you're going to get all the information in the world, but no location. It says not found.
Okay.
So, that she said, you look back through your texts, you know mm-hmm. that she said, I don't have work today. You know that she said something about the lighthouse, and mm-hmm. she also said something about the records.
Right.
For the lighthouse, just to let mm-hmm. you know where you are, lighthouse is right next to where you work. Okay. It's a sort of rust-colored lighthouse, and it's not really used for anything. You've never seen you haven't seen people go in and out. I think you can do a roll if you want about the lighthouse if you want, because that's one of the things she noted. The other thing is records. She mentioned something
Right.
about that. So the library acts as a post office, a library, and any records you need to order, they can get from the county city building.
Okay,
downtown.
amazing. In that case, can I find out more information about the lighthouse? And then can I also go down to check the library to see if Hattie's still
Yeah. What do you want to find out about the library? I mean, the lighthouse.
The lighthouse, I want to find out one, like what it's does anyone live there now? What's the main purpose? It doesn't serve a purpose,
Yeah.
right?
I think
So
I'm gonna have you do this could be a charm roll, because I'm
okay.
gonna have you think about all the people you know. You've lived here for a few years. Before that,
Right.
you just came here for the summers.
Mhm.
So you know people around here, but you don't have like a wealth of history from like living here your whole life. But I think you can do a roll to kind of go back through conversations and be like, has anyone said anything about the lighthouse that sticks out to me? Anything like that. So
Okay.
you can do a charm with hunch. And see what you get there.
14.
You think about the lighthouse, you know a couple things. You know that there used to be a really old man who owned it, Mr. McGee. You know that he died like 5 years ago. Since then, you've maybe seen someone go in once or twice, but you can't think of like whenever people talk about the lighthouse, they're always like, why is there a lighthouse? This
Sure.
lake is not big enough to
Mhm.
warrant a lighthouse. So you don't, it's almost just like decorative, it seems. It's like a
Sure.
decorative lighthouse.
Mhm.
And for you, it's cool because you're like, I rent boats, you know,
Mhm.
in the winter, you have your kayaks and your paddle boards. People don't do them very often.
Right.
In the summer, you also help with some of the like motorized boat stuff. So you have like the docks, the lighthouse, and then your shop, which you don't own, but the person who owns it most of the time lives in Florida, like most people who come here. They live in Florida, then they come
Perfect.
here, either Florida or Chicago. So you're like, okay, it seems like it's just decorative. What would the lighthouse have to do with anything?
Mhm.
And especially in the last couple years, because with the water going down
Mhm.
and the issue with the water, I mean, it just looks sillier and sillier to have a
Right.
lighthouse. You know, it's like it really does just look like a toy, and it's small. So
Okay.
that's what you kind of remember about that. You don't remember anything, I think, that like sticks out to you as weird, other than it's weird that it exists. Um, and then you said you wanted to go to the library.
Mhm.
Okay, so you head towards the library. You have a car. Hattie does not. She walks everywhere.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think as you're driving, you're keeping an eye out. Like maybe she just wandered somewhere,
Okay,
and
yeah.
it's like evening now, so it's getting kind of dark. So you're a little like there's not a lot of places where she could have gone, but the library is a good check. It's getting to the evening. It's almost 6. The library is about to close,
Okay.
and so you kind of go over there. Um, it's about to close. You see Esme. She's the one who runs it. In the winter, it's just her.
Mhm.
Sometimes the pastor's daughter, you know, Regina, will come and help out, but it's mostly just Esme.
Mhm.
She's like in her middle age, in her 50s. She's just like a nice woman who takes everyone's mail to the actual post office and gets records for people and stocks the books. And she's just like a townie. You know, she's
Okay.
lived here for a long time. So you see Esme as you walk in, and she's kind of closing down, like getting
Mhm.
ready to shut down the library for the night. She goes, "Oh, Mira, I haven't seen you around in a while. Do you need a book or?"
No, I'm just looking for Hattie. She texted me, hasn't responded. Can't
Oh, were you coming to pick up the report?
I
Cause
was.
okay, yeah, I have she was in here earlier, and asked about the environmental report. It's so I tried calling her. She didn't pick up. Maybe 2 hours ago. Um, there's no environmental report on the water. I thought there would be, because obviously it's been receding for 2 years, but I saw a request for one
Mhm.
in the records, like sending out to, you know, the state, basically asking to send someone to check the water to figure out what's going on. And um and then there was a for some reason it was marked like not redacted, but like someone had called in and said actually, we don't need that. We figured it out.
Okay.
And so there's no report, unfortunately, for what she was looking for.
Is there, do you happen to know who made that phone call saying that they did? That we
It
no
didn't
longer.
say on the thing
Okay.
who made the phone call. No, I mean, I could call them and try and figure it out tomorrow if you want.
That'd be great.
I could call this state office, you know, in the building and see if they remember. I don't know if they would remember, but yeah, I can do that for you if you'd like.
I would love that, Esme. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. And how do you are you? Is everything good, or
Not sure.
do you know why her like if you see her, tell her her phone is. I mean, tried to call her. Is everything okay?
I don't know. I'm just looking for her. Haven't seen
Oh,
her.
okay. Did you
Yeah.
go by her work?
I did not. She has a day off, but
Oh,
that'll be my next stop on the way
Hattie
home.
had the day. Oh, I guess she was in here during working hours. I didn't even think about that. Wow, I've never seen her. She's always there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm closing up for tonight. Do you need anything else?
That's it. If you can think of anything, or if you see Hattie, give me a call.
Yeah. Please let me know tomorrow if you find her. Like, not if you find her. When you find her, like, let me know, and I'd love to, you know, just know that everything's okay.
Thank you. I am now suspicious of Esme.
Okay, you can do a roll. Yeah, you can do this will be a charm roll to sort of assess, and this can be with your hunch, and you can kind of, yeah.
Okay, 17.
17. What are you looking for?
I am concerned because she asked me if I was there to pick up the report, and then all of a sudden there was no report. And now also, if I find her, what do you mean if I find Hattie?
Yeah.
I want to know. Why
You,
wouldn't I find Hattie?
I think as you're looking at Esme, and she kind of like said, you know, if you find her, there's a part of you that's like, okay, that could be just like an honest slip up, like, oh, if you run into her, you know, like that might be an accident. But you do think about, like, Esme knows a lot about this. She runs the only postal office. She runs all the records. She's the only notary, and she runs the library, you know, which is not a lot in this. There's only like less than 100 people who actually live around the lake. But it's still like she knows a lot. Like, she has a lot of information. She seems very friendly, but you're kind of like, if Hattie was worried about something or was curious about something to do with the lighthouse, what might Esme know about that?
Right.
You know, like, you're like, what's the connection here? Hattie came to the library, didn't go to work, came to the library, texted you about the lighthouse. Like, what is going on? None of that makes any sense, and none of it really sounds like Hattie, because
and if
usually
anyone were to know, it would be Esme.
No, yeah, like anything about the town, Esme is like the person you would go to ask stuff to, because she has all the records and has been here for so long. So I think on that, you're like, you don't get a big assessment about if she's straight up lying to you about anything, but you're definitely like, she knows a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, so she kind of is ready to close down, and once you leave, she's gonna sort of lock up. But yeah, what do you do next? It's March, so it's getting dark. You know, it's 7, it's almost dark. But yeah, you don't know, Hattie's phone is still off, or she turned off her location services or something.
Before going to Hattie's job, I'm going to stop by the lighthouse.
Okay. Yeah. And I think so it's you drive back over, not very far. Again, everything is, you could walk, but I think, you know, it's cold, so you have your car, you have your Subaru. You drive back over. It's very dark, so you're gonna need to.
I turn my phone flashlight on.
Okay, phone flashlight, great. You pass your sort of work, and you do think about, so whenever you leave work, you usually write the date and when you're going to be back so that people know. And so you wrote on Sunday that you would maybe come in Monday. It's now the end of Monday. So you do, a thought crosses your mind of, if I'm not going to come in tomorrow, if I'm going to come in late tomorrow, I should probably let people know.
Yes, write a note.
But maybe not. Maybe you're too focused on this. So I think that thought crossed your mind of like, oh, that note is going to be outdated.
I keep driving.
Okay,
Yeah.
you keep going. And you park your car. There's like sort of parking by the beach. You pass your work. You sort of see the note, but you're like, that's not important. I need to something weird's going on with Hattie. So you go out to the pier. You have your flashlight out. You get the lighthouse isn't on. It's never on.
Okay.
You know.
It's never on.
The light at the top is never on.
Okay.
And it's small. It's sort of rusty. It's sort of dilapidated. And you get to the front, and there's a very nice shiny lock on the front. Everything else is kind of like worn down and dilapidated. It's very shiny, and I need you to give me we'll say a brawn roll to kind of look around and notice, kind of feel the lock, notice stuff, like kind of get a sense of what's going on.
With my hunch.
Yeah, I think you can roll your hunch for this.
Okay, 11.
11. Okay, so you notice as you're like kind of looking around trying to figure out, lock on the door, heavy duty lock. Very but also very new, nothing else is. You see a maybe a peak of, not like there's a light on inside, but in the cracks of the door you can see at least like some flashing, like like maybe there's something on in there.
Okay. I knock.
Okay. Yeah, you do a knock, and it metallic-y sound. It's locked from the outside. Right. You can do I guess I would say what are you looking for? Like, what are you concerned about, or what are you looking for?
Have I ever noticed this lock before?
No.
Okay, in that case, then I am concerned that somehow Hattie is in there, or someone is in there that's never been in there before.
Okay, so you're worried someone might have been like locked in.
Yes.
Okay, so I think you can do a charm roll then and kind of listen to see if you hear. No one answers, but to see if you hear anything.
Okay.
Because you're kind of looking for like a person.
13.
13. Okay. You sort of, no one answers. You sort of lean in. You hear some you hear noises, like a whirring, like machinery of some kind, on the other side.
Okay. I decide that I am not checking Hattie's work to look for her quite yet. I'm gonna go back to the bait shop / convenience store and find something that can break open this lock.
Yeah, you have your keys with you, and you have a tool shed. I mean, you for the boats, you have all kinds of stuff. So you sort of walk off the pier. You get into your shed, and you can cutters like easily, and you're gonna go back and just cut the lock.
Yep.
Okay, so you go back. I'm gonna roll a roll, and high is good for you, and low is bad for you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not telling you what it is.
Ah!
Okay, so you cut the lock, and it comes off, and it's broken, and you open the door. Inside the lighthouse, do you walk inside and step in and shut it with your light, or do you just like walk in and like, do you leave the door open, or do you shut it behind you? Walk me through what Mera's thinking, because like you generally, you start the day, it's like normal. You have these texts. You're like having a nice day. This town is very quiet. Why are you starting? What is going on through your mind that you're like worried that you feel like you need a weapon?
Hattie has never not texted me since I've known her.
And I think, and she's more of a phone person than you. Like you will leave your phone aside and be like, oh, sorry, I forgot to text you back. But she's the one who is, I mean, she texted you like 4 times.
And she didn't answer her phone. So she always has her phone on her.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm concerned. I grab some things in case I need to defend myself or find Hattie.
So you're feeling like
I leave the door open in case I want to hear it shut if someone's following me inside.
Yeah. Okay. So you get, I think in your shop there's like pocket knives, or like like camping knives. Like you have so you have a knife that you can bring. you walk in. It's not super big. I would say like maybe the size of this room, honestly.
Okay.
Like it's pretty small inside. It's dark, so you're kind of looking around just a little bit. And you're looking, I think you said you're looking for Hattie, like you're worried that she might be in here. You quick scope, you don't see anything that suggests there's a person in here. What you do see is weird though, which is a lot of machinery that is whirring, pumping, moving, like something is happening in here. And it's not like super like new and techy. I would say it's like, just like piping. There's piping going from like through the lighthouse somehow and going out. There's like pumps and things that are working, and I think you look at that and it's just like you can do a roll. I'll have you do like a brains roll. Not with hunch, just say like what is going on here. So brains, I think you have 4. And if you get a 4, you get to roll it again.
3.
Okay, you got a 3. You're looking at it and you're like, I can't think of a single reason why this would be here.
Sure.
Like you're a boat person. You're like, something should come to you, and you're just like, no one uses this. This lighthouse has been here forever. What could this possibly be for?
Can I feel the pipes?
Yeah, you can like inspect them further. What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if because I heard noise, right? And this machinery is going. The pumps are going.
Yeah,
everything's
the little
making
lights
sounds.
that you saw is clearly like little like red or green lights on the machinery.
Okay.
The noise you heard is a whirring or like a pumping of stuff in here. That's what you heard.
So is it pumping water?
That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I would say do a brawn as you like physically start to inspect stuff.
Okay.
And you can do hunch with this. Yeah.
Oh,
it counts.
5.
Do you have? Oh, you have the D10. Yeah, a 5. It is definitely. It's definitely water.
Okay. But I don't know where it's going.
It's moving. There's water moving through here.
Yes, but I don't know where it's leading to.
You see it going there. You see pipes coming in and pipes going out.
Okay.
Or mostly, you see like a lot of stuff going out.
Sure.
And I think at this moment, you take a second to think about the water and how the water's been going down for 2 years now.
Okay.
And you know, people have been talking. Hattie's been very worried about it. That if something doesn't change about the water, people aren't going to come back. They're going to sell their houses, and this town is going to, this lake community is going to cease to exist essentially. So, yeah, I think that's your like. So, why is there water moving through here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm going to go ahead and leave with the information that I have and stop by the bait shop, put my things away, write a note saying that I will be in later than I normally am tomorrow.
So you put in a sign, you date it like it's Monday. You put in a sign basically that says on Tuesday, I'll be in late.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is very common. You often take boat rides. You often go out and do stuff. So it won't bother anyone. But yeah, you replace that so people know that you'll be back, but it'll be later.
I'm stressed.
Okay. Where do you head off to next?
I stop by the pizza shop. Okay.
On your way out as you go to your car, you notice headlights.
Uh-oh.
Just and it's not that weird. Like again, on a normal day, not that weird.
Because it's not a normal day.
It's not a normal day. But I'm just saying, on a normal day, not that weird. Sometimes people come down.
Sure.
Not often, but like sometimes people come down, look at the lake, whatever. Go fishing, whatever. Night fishing. I don't know. There's lots of reasons.
But I just broke a lock off the lighthouse.
But
I'm nervous.
Yeah, you just broke into someone's lighthouse and you can't replace the lock. I mean, like you broke it. And so you see headlights and you're like,
gotta get.
And then but the car just kind of turns and sort of heads off. Nobody approaches you. Nobody comes to talk to you. So you go to Allen's. When you get to Allen's, it's almost 7, which is when they close. So Alan is you walk in, Alan's like turning off the neon sign that says all day pizza. Hattie has often lamented to you that it's really weird that they close at 7 because that's not all day, but it's called Alan's all day pizza. And so like it's like not even 7 yet. He's turning off the light.
Love.
And you can kind of see the lights are on in the kitchen that he's like working.
Okay.
And you can go and the door's locked. The front door's locked.
Great.
But you can see that he's in the kitchen working.
Okay, I knock on the door. I say, Alan.
You knock. He after a little bit of like, let me open the door. At first, I think he's like, I don't want someone to come in and buy more pizza because I'm cleaning up. But then Alan's he's an older man. He's a bit of a curmudgeon. He's had a lot of disagreements with Hattie, because she wants him to run the business a little more modern.
Sure.
And he's very old school. And so there's been some like back and forth between them.
Okay.
But he comes out very slowly, opens the door, and goes, "I'm not doing any more pizza tonight. I'm sorry. Just come tomorrow, and I'll get you. I'll get you a free slice."
I don't want pizza. Have you seen Hattie today?
He goes, this morning. I saw this morning. Yeah, she was here, and then Sandy yelled and asked if she could have the day off, and I said yes because Hattie was complaining about the anchovies on the pizza again. So she took the day off. Haven't seen her since. You can do a charm roll to think about like a little more about what you know of Sandy to be like, why would she be asking this?
Ugh, 7.
7, but you blew up on your die, which means
4.
You get to add that 4, but then you get to take a 6 now for your punches.
Great. Can I do it again?
Just the 6.
Just a 6. Yep. Okay. 4. Okay.
So you got an 11. Sandy is a very like nothing gets in her way person. So whatever she was doing, and she must have had an idea and decided she was going to do it, and she asked for Hattie to have the day off to help her. Like, that's not out of character for her. You don't know what she would have wanted or why, but it's like, yeah, I think that's kind of you're like, okay, she must have just gotten like that. I don't really know why, but like, it's not out of character for Sandy to just be like, I want to do this thing, and now we're going to, type of stuff. So that, yeah. So Alan goes, yeah, I haven't seen her since she ran off with Sandy.
I said, okay, thank you so much, Alan. I'll see you tomorrow.
He goes, is she coming into work tomorrow, or?
I actually haven't seen her or talked to her in a few hours, so I don't know.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll keep it. You called her?
I called her. She didn't answer.
Huh. That's weird.
I know,
Did
very
you check
unlike
her place?
I have not.
Her apartment?
I knocked, no answer, but haven't gone inside.
Sometimes she goes to the library after, on her lunch break. Okay. Well, that's weird.
Do you have Sandy's number?
He thinks about it for a second and goes, I don't think. Let me just roll and see if he does. He goes, I don't even have a cell phone. I use the landline here and the landline at my house. I might have it at home. I could call her when I get home and ask her you want her to give you a call, or?
Can you actually call me when you get home and give me Sandy's number over the phone?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
That'd be awesome.
Should we be calling? I mean, when was the last time you saw her?
I haven't seen her all day.
Okay, I saw her yesterday. I saw her this morning, so it hasn't been too long, but if we don't, okay. All right, well, let me know if we need to get some help. Maybe she went on a walk or something, wandered off.
Yes, thank you so much.
I just want to make sure she's okay.
Yes.
Okay, so he, as you leave, he locks up and closes down. There's not really anything else open here in town. Like, the only things that are the church basement is usually unlocked because there's a kitchen down there, and sometimes people will go and like make coffee because there's no coffee shop. Sometimes people will go down there and like grab food from the food pantry. The food pantry is kind of like a community space. The library is closed. Like everything else is closed. Anything else that would be open would be maybe in Craigsville, if not 40 minutes out.
Okay, in that case, what time is it now? Like 8?
Yeah, it's a little after 7.
Okay. I am going to go back home, use Hattie's spare key to get inside her apartment.
Yeah. So you go home. And I think, and how are you feeling like at this point as you drive home? Like what's going through your head?
I'm really nervous. I'm anxious. Hattie's never gone this long without calling or texting me. I'm really curious as to what Sandy wanted.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out.
Okay. Yeah. So you get your key, and or your spare key, and you go into her apartment, and give me we'll say a brawn roll with your hunch, and then tell me what you're looking for.
Okay.
Brawn is 10.
Yes.
So it has a little 0 on it.
Where is it? I mixed them all up. Yeah. There it is. Okay.
And then you get to roll a d6 with your...
Perfect. 7.
7? Okay. It looks normal. I mean, it looks like she went to work. Her apron's gone.
So I don't notice anything.
It looks very normal.
Okay.
Like she took her winter jacket because she was walking, presumably. She took her apron, like her stuff is out on the counter where she like got ready for work and did her hair, and it's all very normal. As you're sort of like standing there like waiting, you get a call.
Okay.
And you expect it to be Alan, but it's actually Esme calls you on your phone, and she goes...
He's suspicious.
She goes, hey, have you heard from Hattie?
I haven't.
Okay. After I closed up, I was just thinking about what you said, and I called my I called my friend and asked her if she could look into who like called.
Okay.
And she actually said she was the one she kind of remembers that. It was a few months ago. Someone put in a request for an environmental study, and then she said that she got a call from, and the only reason she knew it was because, we all grew up together, was from Pastor Lowell, that he kind of called in and said that they didn't need to worry about it. Have you heard him talk about his miracle?
I have not.
Okay. I know you don't, I was just talking to Hattie about this morning, but, I know you girls don't go to church, and that's fine. But he's been talking about this, miracle and how it's, the water's going to come back. And so okay. I think it sounds like he called and said God's going to take care of it, and that we don't need someone to come out and do an environmental check on what's going on with the water. So I just wanted to let you know because you'd asked about it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. No word from Hattie though?
No word from Hattie. If you get a call from her, or if you see her, please call me as soon as you do.
All right. Well, yeah, let me know. I can get police out here. It'll take them, if we can, Craigsville only has 1 or 2 people, but I could ask them to start scoping around the lake or anywhere. If you're worried that she might have gotten gotten hurt or something.
I say no, thank you, because I don't want anyone to know that we are looking for her, but I just say no, thank you. That's my back thought to that.
Okay. And she goes, okay, please let me know if you find her, or when you find her, and if there's anything I can do.
Why did she say it again? What did she say? If you find her,
another charm.
When you find her. Okay. She's just asking for trouble. Okay. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry. Well, this one. Okay. 17, and I got a 6, so I move up. Is that correct or no?
Yes. You could actually, if you want to use those dice for your hunches, that way you like remember where you're at.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay.
Yeah, you can move up to a D8. I think on that, Esme is definitely not telling you everything she talked to Hattie about. And I think just because she said something weird twice, you're like paying closer attention to, I mean, you already are, but like you're paying a little extra attention of like, is she being a little squirrely? And I think you just get the sense that like her and Hattie talked about a bunch of stuff. She hasn't like said everything they've talked about, which again, the rational side is maybe she doesn't think it's relevant. The part of you that's like peeking,
or is she scared?
Or she's scared. I think the side that's peeking you also is like, or is she trying to avoid topics?
Right.
You know, and so you're like, yeah, is she freaked out about something? What's going on? So she goes, okay, well, yeah, just let me know. And your phone is you're getting another call.
Okay.
On your phone. So you
I say, okay, Esme, I gotta run. Someone's calling me. Talk to you later.
hang up. Alan's on the phone. He goes, Mera, is this
is
your
Mera.
number right? Okay. You were asking about Sandy's number. I got it for you. Any word from Hattie?
No word from Hattie yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping Sandy has more information.
Okay. And he gives you Sandy's number.
Okay. I go ahead and call Sandy.
Okay. Very quickly, she answers the phone and says, hello, this is Sandy Rubin of Sandy Side Properties. What can I do for you?
Hey, Sandy, this is Mera. I was hoping
you
knew where
Mera.
Hattie was.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Do you know where Hattie is?
No, I've been trying to get a hold of her. I assume she was with you or something, because she didn't get back to me. She was supposed to bring me a report this morning, and I tried calling her not too long ago. My meeting went really well. I think we're making a lot of progress with Clint, and I think we're gonna get him. So I was waiting for my report on her, and she said she was gonna bring it. You know, we were gonna meet back up. We didn't really pick a time or anything, but yeah, I haven't heard from her.
Who's Clint?
Oh, Clint. Yeah. So Clint Jackson is he's a tourism consultant that I asked to come and help us solve some of the problems we're having, so that people will come to our town. And he had asked about an environmental report for the water to figure out what's going on with it, and I asked Hattie to go get it, figure it out, because she's helping me with some social media stuff and some. I asked her, just to help me with some stuff so that we don't look so rinky dinky, because he's like a big Hap Howard Chicago guy, and I wanted us to, present like a good front that we have our shit together, excuse my pardon my language. Anyway, so I didn't hear from her after that, but Clint loved my office, and we had a great conversation, and he said, that maybe there's something we could do. There might be something we could do.
Okay, that sounds like great news. Is the report she was getting you from the library?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, of course, Esme was going to send out and ask if there was any.
Esme does not know of any report existing. Apparently, a few months ago, Pastor Lowell called and said that report was no longer needed, and they did not need to file that.
Pastor, of course he did. I should have known with his miracle. Bless his heart. Okay. Well, I guess I could put in a request for another one. Maybe I should wait till after this weekend, though.
When was the last time you saw Hattie?
Well, it was this morning. At the beach. We walked around with Clint and his social media person, and then we split off to go to my office, and she went off to go get the records.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if Pastor will be mad at me if I put in an environmental report before his miracle happens. I mean, I could wait a couple days. I just don't want to wait too long. On that, give me a charm to kind of just a straight one. No hunch die on this one. Just to
7.
Okay. You don't know. You haven't really heard about this miracle, but both Sandy and Esme are talking about it like it's common knowledge, and like she just said this weekend. So that you're like, I mean, whatever is happening, whatever he's talking about is like about to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think that piques your interest a little bit.
Sure. I asked Sandy, I say, how long has he been talking about this miracle?
Oh, well, he's always been, I guess you don't know. He's always been talking about he's always been talking about being chosen by God, and, that he has a big responsibility there. And I think he started talking about this miracle maybe a few months ago, definitely after the summer, when not many people, we had a low year, low summer last summer. And a lot of us were worried that we might not if another summer like that happens, and he started talking about that he got a sort of the Lord told him that that he was going to restore and he was going to renew. And I've grown up in church, and I'm a God-fearing woman, but it's hard for me to believe in a miracle like that. But so I don't want to offend him and ask for the environmental report too early, because he can get a little you know how he is. You've seen him around. So I might have to wait, but I don't want Clint to slip away. So I got to figure that out. Honey, I need to go. I need to figure this out and decide what I'm going to do. But whenever Hattie gets back, tell her to call me and we can figure out what to do next. And also I need those pictures she took. So have her send those to me as well.
Wait, what pictures?
Oh, pictures of me and Clint shaking hands and some of the beach stuff, some of the water and things like that. So whenever if she can just send those over, that'd be great.
Okay, that sounds great. And if you hear from her, please give me a call and let me know. She's okay.
Sure. Oh, but she's okay?
Yeah, no one's heard from her or seen her since she went to the library at 2 p.m.
Oh. Where did she get off to? Well, maybe she went, maybe she went out to do something for this. I mean, maybe she's being a go-getter. She's been a little stuck. I think, maybe she's really taking this to heart. That would be really encouraging, actually. Wow. I'm all right. Well, let me know when you hear from her. Hopefully she's out doing something for the cause.
I will. I'm actually going to go and look for her at the church just to see if she's staying up late grabbing a coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, darling.
See ya. I make sure she knows where I'm going. Someone needs to know where I'm going.
Yes, you've told her you're going to the church.
Yes.
Yeah. And that and it's like, it's getting later in the in the night.
It's like 9.
So you go over to the church. And what are you hoping to glean? What are you hoping to find?
I am hoping to find Hattie. I'm still looking for her. That's like my main. I'm trying to avoid the pastor. I'm sure I'll run into him, but I'm going to play like everything is fine. But I'm mostly hoping to find Hattie.
Okay. You head over to the church. You close up your apartment, Hattie's apartment. You pass the lighthouse on your way. You see car lights again.
Okay.
And like in that beach parking lot, you see car lights again, and you're like, yeah. I mean, people are out.
Okay.
So people are out a little bit. And you go to the church. All the lights, it's all closed down. Like it's nighttime. But you go in the church parking lot, and that basement door is like usually unlocked, and so you go over to the basement door. And it is unlocked. And do you go inside?
I do.
Yeah. And you're looking for Hattie, so we'll do a general broad scope of like just looking around. Do you flip on lights, or are you worried someone's here? Like what's your...
No, I flip on all the lights.
Okay, so you're turning on lights.
People are in there.
Yeah, you're not trying to be quiet.
No.
You're probably calling out
for Hattie.
For Hattie, yeah, you're looking around. And you upstairs, you see that there is a light on in one of the like offices. It's not a very big church, but there's a couple like small group rooms, and there's a couple offices, and then the main sanctuary. You see that there's like an office light on.
Okay, great.
And you're yelling out, and I think Pastor Lowell comes out because he hears someone kind of exclaiming. And he comes out, and he goes, and Pastor Lowell, he's about the same age as maybe a little younger than Esme. He's not like...
I could take him. It's my first thing.
He's like, maybe late 40s.
Okay.
And he comes out. He's just dressed in his normal clothes. You don't see him a lot, but he comes to the bait and
I smile at him.
Yeah, he comes and he gets coffee a lot.
Yeah.
And like he tries to get you to come to church sometimes.
Yes.
Like he's a very personable person. So
he says God is good. I say all the time.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's like so he comes out and he goes, Mera, Are you looking for Hattie? She's not here. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just looking for Hattie. I haven't seen her all day. We were supposed to get together tonight and watch a movie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't. Why would she be here?
Oh, I've just been looking everywhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. No, I didn't see her today. She didn't stop by for anything. I didn't go to Alan's today, so I don't know if she was there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Do you want me to come help you look?
No, that's okay. I'm just waiting for her to give me a call, but I figured if I'm already checking all the places, might as well stop here.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry about that. I could call Regina. She's been out running around all day. I could call and see if she knows anything. Actually, I did see her today when I was driving by. I saw her by your place, by the boats.
Who was she with?
She was by herself. And I saw her, and I saw her over by the lighthouse, and I thought she must be going to see Mera because she's often with you.
Sure.
But now that I didn't think anything of it, but now that you say that, it was during lunch or after lunch. It was while she would have normally been working, but I didn't think much of it. But she was over there. She was over there around your place.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for letting me know. Wait, can you call Regina and ask her if she's seen Hattie?
Sure. Yeah, I can call her. Yeah, he calls his daughter, who's about 18.
And while he's saying that, I'm like, can I please use your restroom upstairs? I just really have to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. You go upstairs, go towards the bathroom.
Okay.
There's just 2 floors here, so very small. And he goes ahead to call.
I take a quick peek in his office.
Okay, yeah. What are you trying to look for?
I am looking for any trace of Hattie.
Okay.
At all. A scarf, a shoe,
Yeah.
anything. Her phone.
Give me a brawn, because you're doing a physical search. You're physically looking around for something. With your hunch.
11.
Okay, not bad. You look around, you don't instantly see something that sticks out like, oh, the phone's here.
Okay.
I think what you do see, though, is some notes on the desk. Just on a brief look, you see the word miracle. A little bit looking at that.
I roll my eyes, this guy.
You see, like, sermon notes. And then I think give me a brains roll. This is a hard one for you because I think in this moment you are trying to piece together anything you can. And you can add a hunch with this, but this is just you going, I have so much random information. How is this connected?
9.
A 9? Okay. So you broke into the lighthouse. You're thinking about this miracle and this pastor. And why would there be pipes? Why would there be pipes?
Right.
Why was there machinery in the lighthouse?
And is he taking the water?
And you don't know what's going on, but you're like, what was Hattie doing in all of this? How was she connected?
How'd she get involved?
Yeah. And so I think that's just kind of, so you don't see anything specifically of Hattie, but you're just looking at all this stuff like, what's the deal?
Okay.
Okay, give me a flight roll to see if you can avoid him realizing you went into his office. This is not a hunch roll because you're just trying to avoid detection, and this is a DC 8.
6.
You come around the corner.
Okay.
You kind of see him catch you coming out of his office, but he doesn't say anything about it.
Okay.
And he goes, I just got off the phone with Regina, and she has not seen Hattie. But you know how she is. She's on the case now, so I'm sure she'll figure something out. She'll start calling around and looking and see if she can figure something out. And she would love for me to give her your number, if you're okay with that. And to be honest, she's very excited about getting your number.
Please share my number.
Okay.
Totally
So
fine.
she'll text you or call you if she hears anything or sees anything. And I'll make a few calls as well, try and figure something out if we can figure out what's going on. And let me know if she doesn't come back tonight. Maybe we need to call the police.
I think so. I think we can save that for tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me know.
I make sure he goes down the stairs first. If not, he's going to push me down the stairs.
He goes back to his office. He doesn't follow you out. He sees you hesitate on the stairs and he goes, Are you good? And then as you're leaving, he goes back towards his office.
That's fine. We'll take it.
Where do you go next?
I stop by the bait shop again.
Yeah, so you head back and you're kind of, at this point, a little bit going in circles. So you're driving back to the bait shop.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think you're just in like a frenetic state, like trying to figure out what's going on, feeling worried about Hattie. Something's weird and something's wrong. I don't know what it is. I think maybe you even like look at your text, try and figure out if you missed something.
Right, try to decipher.
Give me another brains roll with hunch as you're in the car, just trying to figure out what is going on.
Mm-hmm. 6.
6, yeah. I think you're just lost. You're just so confused and stressed and worried. People are being weird. You're not sure why. You don't know what's going on. It happens very fast.
Oh no.
But you see bright lights and you feel the impact of another car hitting your car.
Okay.
And you know, it's a Subaru. It's going to flip pretty easily.
Oh no.
I think you feel the impact and in your head kind of realizing you haven't been super focused. Car hits your car, you start to flip. And you're so close to that parking lot in front of the beach that you basically flip into the parking lot, into the railing, break through the railing, and flip onto the beach.
Okay.
And you are in your car.
Am I dead?
You're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
But you are upside down. And you just know, like, airbag, everything is disorienting and wrong right now. And it's so dark out here. The lights have gone off. Your headlights have gone off. There's lights going off in the car and dings and sound and noise. Like everything's, wrong. Every alert and every security. The headlights are busted. Give me a brawn roll to see if you can get out of your car.
I can. I have some knives.
You have a knife with you. I'll say you can use your hunch because you did earlier say that you brought it.
Yes.
So you have a knife to cut yourself out. See if you can get out without getting like more damaged.
Okay. 9.
Okay. You cut your seatbelt and you're sort of, crawling out of the car. The window's shattered, but you're definitely cut up. You're like not sure how bad your injuries are. So you're kind of crawling out of the car. Where are you trying to get to?
What is the closest thing to me right now?
Bait shop. The closest building would be bait shop.
The building would be bait shop. Okay. Right now I'm trying to get as far away from this car as I can. Okay. Because whoever hit me is going to come down to make sure that I am
so you feel
dead.
Like someone's chasing you with purpose.
100%.
So with everything of the day, you're like, something bad has happened.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your knife, you're sort of crawling, you try to get up. Give me a brawn to see how well you're able to get up and move forward and how quickly.
And just a brawn, no.
Just a brawn, just to see how well you're holding up.
9.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad.
So you're able to get up and stumble forward. You're definitely like bleeding from cuts.
I'm limping.
You're gonna have like a big gash on you.
My shoulder's dislocated.
You're very disoriented, but you have your knife and you're sort of stumbling towards the bait shop. You didn't grab your keys, so you get to the bait shop.
Jesus Christ. What was I thinking?
What are you going to try to do when you get there? Are you going to try to like hide or break in?
No, I immediately break the glass with my elbow, unlock the...
Okay, so you're just like in full adrenaline mode.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt. Yeah. I'm already hurt.
You break the glass. You go to reach around, unlock the door. You haven't looked around at all to see if you see anything or notice anything around you.
Inside the bait shop?
No, like around the beach, your
that's
car
okay.
area. Yeah, I mean, you're focused. Like you're like, something bad is happening and I'm trying to get away from it to a safe place, for sure. So you're unlocking the door and you go unconscious.
No, someone hits me in the head.
You completely are gone. The door starts to open. And you're gone.
No, and I die.
I think you, in your last moment before that unconsciousness takes hold, what is it that goes through your head? It's like a split second between impact and going unconscious. It's like some type of incredible impact goes over your head. Your whole body is flushed with
Sweet,
adrenaline.
I'm gonna cry.
So it takes you even a second for your body to process that you're going unconscious because you're so flooded with adrenaline. You don't even feel the pain of it. It's just, you feel impact. You fall forward as the door is opening. What's the last thing you see in your head?
I'm just thinking in my mind, hoping that people find me and then find Hattie, and that I'm so glad I told Sandy that I was going to the church.
I think in your last moments you are, like, as you said, above all, determined and, like, hopefully someone can figure this out. Unfortunately, it wasn't you.
It was not me.
And so that's the end.
Stop! No!
And this was case file 002, Mera Luna, cause of death, blunt force trauma, and that's all.